Good day, fellas. Today is the first day of the third month of this account, and I would like to show you a comparison of the first month in relation to the second month. So I prepared some pictures for that. As you can see, I added the list I showed you in the last video where I did a summary of this account. And if you look at the second month, then you can see that I have got way more heroic summoning scrolls as well as source of life. And I will use those in the upcoming World 3 event and in the second week of December when the new light hero is released. So as for the second month, I am still VIP 0. I have got 10k diamonds, 605 scrolls, 202 source of life, 200 red coins, 64 Pegasus coins, 32 sacred emblems. So that's pretty similar as to back then. Almost 300 million gold, and I have got run resource selective chest where I can either go for 100 more million gold or in this case the soul shards. So those are pretty good options. You can get this chest from the first week of every month in the dice event. What did I use? I used a bit more heroic summoning scrolls, but those were only the free every other day. I haven't used any source of life in the second month, and I did use 160 Pegasus coins to get the Saloon and my 2 Camisos back then. So if we look at the heroes, then we can see that in comparison to the first month, my overall power as for my main team only grew by 240k. But in relation, the combat power grew exponentially, as well as all the copies I've got so far. So I did use one of my 8 Balrogs to fuse the Camisos to 9-star back then. But as I told you before, I won't need to upgrade Balrog higher than a 10-star, therefore that shouldn't pose a problem. I could go for the 10-star Nimir right away, so I've already got the 9-star food prepared, but I want to save up all of my 9-star and 10-star food for my first 16-star, which I will probably be able to obtain either next week in the World 3 event, depending on if I can get either 5 Camisos or 6 Aemon. That would be enough to get them to 16-star each. If not, then I will pretty sure be able to get it in 3 weeks total. So during the summoning scroll event, where I will summon around 800 scrolls probably, and that's the moment when I will show you the Galactic Gate. In today's event, the Pumpkin Land is going to continue, as I told you in the last week. The good news is that the daily logins are still 2 per day. Therefore, for 14 days, you get 28 of those pumpkin coins. And if you go for the 20 spin for the artifact, which I would recommend always to get either way, then you are able to get 2 more pumpkin coins, giving you a total of 30, giving you 3 Pegasus coins, 8 heroic summoning scrolls, and another elite hero. By the way, I got 2 more elite heroes in the past few days, but funny enough, both were Hestias, so that's kind of bad luck there. But potentially I will use those to go further in the Ghost Rift, where I finished the level 20 for the demon race today, which is quite an achievement because my demon overall power is 900k and this level 20 boss was 24 million. So I had to use a few tries, but I did it with the Liraj, giving him the energy artifact, and his skill basically managed to push me over the necessary threshold. Alright, what other events are there? As for the Spring of Spirit event, usually you are able to get a specific hero for the 300 point reward. In this case, they gave you a chest which will give you a selection from one of the older heroes. Personally, I don't like any of those, so technically you can get Doom Evocator for the Hyper Space Hero in the future, or Balrog for those who haven't gotten enough of him. But besides that, those rewards are really bad in my opinion. Therefore, I will just skip this event completely. In the Autoloot event, we've got the Lilith, which is actually a pretty good sign, because back then when Baldur was added as a high-end reward in here, he was also featured in the upcoming Gold 3 events and stuff. So therefore, as I mentioned in my last videos, I'm assuming that Lilith will soon be featured in those events, and that's what I hope for the upcoming event, so that I will even get some more good rewards. You usually get around 2000 to 2100 Autoloot materials. So if you have enough energy crystals saved up, then you can go for the 2.8k reward, even as free to play. But you have to save up for quite a while. So if you look at my materials right now, I only have 100 after playing for 2 months already. Alright, in the Icewood Adventure I am going for the 2 biggest chests as always, and I've got another 5-star gear set, some diamonds, and an elite hero, which was the second Hestia, and I will hopefully be able to get the floor 7 reward again to get 1 more Malok, or if I will get him in the World 3 event, then I will probably go for Exo in the future. We will see, I guess. They added a festival event basically, which always comes around Halloween or Thanksgiving or Christmas. So depending on what VIP status you are, you can buy these chests for various amounts of crystals. So usually all those chests have really good value. So if you aren't free to play, then just buy all the other chests as well. And if you are like me, then you can at least get 10 scrolls for 500 crystals, which is a good offer in itself. Alright, in the Crusade event I will get 10 more scrolls as well as the energy crystals in a few days, so maybe I will have enough to get some good rewards in the Autoloot event, but probably I will just save those and go for the heroic the heroic summoning scrolls instead of using my energy crystals. In the void evasion, I already have 32 more void stones saved up. I'm waiting till the World Tree event because this one will still be in the time frame of 13 days, and then I will just go all in. In the Spring of Pegasus wheel, they added the new awake function. So if you unlock the Unity Sanctum, that is in the Glory Shrine, there's this one. So you need a 16-star hero with Galactic Imprint on the max level. So basically, if you look at some hero, then you can click on this star right here. So that's the Galactic Imprint. And for every skill update, you need one more 10-star to imprint him one more time. So therefore, you need a 16-star hero where you have used 4 more 10 stars to upgrade him to his maximal potential. And that's the moment when you have unlocked the Ulysses Sanctum, which will be another big part of this game, but this one will be way in the future. So we will just concentrate on our first 16 star, unlocking the Galactic Gate, and I will do a very detailed guide when the time comes by then. Another thing I wanted to show you is the Shrine of Fire. So basically we cleared all the bosses, including the stage 60, and now there are some indestructible guild bosses every few days. In here, your goal or the goal of your guild is to obtain a 300% multiplier. So if you look at the rewards for the rankings, then you can see the amount of hero shards is for all rankings the same. And the difference between the rankings as for the guild medals is really abysmal. So as of now, it doesn't make sense to use any crystals in here at all. So even if you have a 300% multiplier, so that's this reward times 3, only the guild medals, so you only get 10 shards all the time. But this one would be 7,500 if you are rank 1, and the difference to rank 2 would be then 300 then, and not 100 as of now. But even then, to use way more crystals, it doesn't make sense in my opinion in here. And some people only use the additional fights, so you've got 2 free each day, and you can buy 2 more with 50 crystals each. Some people do that to just play around with their formations and try to get as much damage as possible. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. Nothing really happened so far. So as I showed you at the beginning of this video, I am currently saving up all my heroic summoning scrolls as well my source of life to just go all in the next 3 weeks. So there are 2 really big videos upcoming, so don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on those great videos. Until then, have a great day. See ya.